Now, there is a real buzz about this next story. It is World Bee Day.
There is a reason. It's about highlighting the importance of looking after our bees, as 35 species in the UK are in danger of extinction.
So, how can we help? Let's go live to Louise Beale. She's in Birmingham for us with some bees. You got plenty to say, Louise, about that?
I certainly do, and I'm dressed the part, and I've got a smoker, and I know how to use it, but I am here on top of a roof in Birmingham with this urban beehive, and this is Tim, who owns these bees, and we've been talking about the fact that urban beehives and keeping bees in an urban environment has become more and more popular. That's right, isn't it, Tim? Particularly in London, I gather.
That's right. In London, in fact, it's said that there's almost too many beehives there now. However, in the Birmingham area and in other cities, there are a lot less. And in fact, this is probably one of the first apiaries in the Birmingham city centre area.
And it is amazing, and it feels, you know, unusual. They are beautiful. They're quite mesmerising, actually. It may sound silly, but is there a difference between rural bees and urban bees?
There's no difference between the actual bees. The huge difference is the forage that they're going out to collect the honey from. And around here, there's HS2, there's lots of building sites and that sort of thing. So there's a lot of empty earth where natural scrub plants are growing up and the bees are foraging on that. Whereas, of course, in a rural environment, there'll be a lot of farmed crops and that sort of thing. So it changes the flavour of the honey.
Yeah, and it really does, because you kindly gave me and Adam, our camera operator, some honey to try, but it is very different, isn't it, the taste?
Yes. Oh, that's right. And every year it's different as well. You never quite know what you're going to get. So that's part of the fun of it.
It is part of the fun, I can imagine. And we've been saying, obviously, that bees are in danger and that we should be looking after them. I mean, is it a problem?
Well, certainly it's said that if all pollinating insects died out, then mankind would not be able to feed themselves. It's probably not entirely true, because our main staple crops, things like wheat and rice and that sort of thing, are pollinated by the wind. But all of the interesting stuff, all of the apples, the fruit and that sort of thing, tends to be pollinated by insects. So we'd lose all the interesting foods if we didn't have pollinators. So
we do need to look after them. And to that point, what can we all do to help?
Well, the great thing about it is probably the best thing you can do is to do nothing. So instead of mowing your lawn every week, leave it to grow a bit more, and you'll get what you think of as weeds, but the bees think that's a fantastic food source. And leave an area of your garden just rough. Loads of pollinators like a rough area. They like a little area of open ground, so some of the solitary bees will actually dig little holes in there and they'll make their nests in the ground. So, yeah, doing nothing.
Sounds good, sounds easy. And for people watching this who might think they would like to have a go, or at least come and see a hive or something like this, particularly if they live in a city and hadn't thought it was possible, what can they do?
Oh, absolutely. All beekeepers like talking about bees. You've probably realised that. And what I would suggest you do is Google your local county beekeeping association, or even the British Beekeeping Association, and on their website they will give you the details of your local beekeepers. Contact them, especially if you're thinking about taking up beekeeping. Then it's all beekeeping associations. As I say, we all love talking about bees. So,
well, I can definitely see why. Well, thank you very much for showing them to us today, and we will let you put them back. And with that, as Tim was saying, do nothing, don't cut your lawns, and then we can help our bees.
Louise, thank you. And you didn't get stung. That's
and
great.
I love the fact they're in a city doing that as well. You can do it all in the city, wherever you are, wherever you live, you can still help the bees. Love it. Thanks, Louise.